Hey, hello everyone. Today I want to talk about attitudes and verbiage and using those things to help accomplish our goals. Several years ago, I had the opportunity to hear Zig Ziglar's daughter, Julie Ziglar, speak at a conference. One thing she spoke about is in their house growing up, they weren't allowed to have alarm clocks. They had opportunity clocks. While this sounded ridiculous to me at the time, as it may sound ridiculous to a lot of you, it caused me to become obsessed with attitudes and mindsets and verbiage and how those things affect us and how we can use them to drive towards our goals. One thing we talked about from the 7 Habits of Highly Effective People is the circle of influence. So knowing what is in that circle of influence, what we can control, that is what we need to focus on controlling, like our attitude, how we do at work, how we do in our relationships. And then we have the circle of concern, which are things we can't control, like the weather. Several years ago, I wrote an article called Turning Excuses into Cool Stories. It was about that year's Alamo Bowl where TCU was down 31-0 at halftime. Instead of using their excuses like the fact that they lost their starting quarterback the night before and they were down 31-0 at half, they didn't give up. They came back and they beat Oregon in the second half to win the Alamo Bowl. That turned those excuses and that adversity and those obstacles into a really cool story for everybody that can talk about it for years to come. So when you face that adversity and those obstacles, know that beating them and turning them around can be the fun. That is what makes the story and the journey much more worth it in the long run. The other day I was listening to a podcast with Elon Musk, and he basically said if they're not blowing up rockets, they're not trying hard enough. I love this mindset and this attitude. And it told me basically a couple of things. That to accomplish our goals, to get where we want to get, we're going to have to be okay making mistakes. We're just going to have to make sure that we learn from those mistakes and we use them to get better. We're also going to have to be okay with negative press and knowing that some people may not agree with us and some people will actually laugh at us. That is okay. Keep learning, keep trying, keep making mistakes, and just know that you're going to learn from those mistakes. You're going to get better. You're going to tell yourself, instead of you wanting to do something, that you are going to do something. Go blow up some rockets. Have some fun with it. Get as far as you want to get. Keep growing, keep learning. Thank you.